Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Redragon. This is their EISA K686 PRO tri-mode mechanical gaming keyboard. This will do 2.4 gigahertz, Bluetooth, and also wired via USB. Has companion software for Windows, and much, much more. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that we get once we get it out of the box. The first thing we're going to get is a few pieces of literature here from Redragon. You do get a sticker set, so if you're a fan of stickers, you will get those in the box. We also get an EISA PRO user or operation manual here. It is written in English, and it's not laid out too bad. You should be able to find everything you need. The keyboard layout, how to connect via Bluetooth, how to connect via 2.4 gigahertz wireless, and all of that here, as well as your LED layouts. On the left side of the screen, I'll have some more of the topics here, so if I miss anything, you can come back to this point in the video and you can check this out. But there's some useful information in the handout, including your function keys, which I'll leave up here at this point in the video. So again, if I miss anything, you can come back to this point in the video and you can check it out for yourself. So do make sure that you hold on to this just in case you do need to reference it after your purchase. Now for a charging / wired cable, they do give us a USB type A to right angle USB type C to plug into the keyboard. The keyboard itself has a 3000 milliamp battery if you're using this in wireless mode such as Bluetooth or 2.4 gigahertz. I do like that it does have a right angled connector for better cable management. Now we do get a keycap and key switch puller because you can pull all the caps and replace them for others that you may like, and you can also replace these, which are your switches, with any 3 or 5 pin switches that you like if you don't like the linear Leopard L switches that come default out of the box. We'll do a typing test in just a few moments, so you'll be able to hear them right out of the box as well. Looking at the keyboard itself, this is a 98 key keyboard, so you're going to get your number key on the right. It is side printed keys, so you have that clean look at the top, and they are shine through as well for the RGB. You do have 2 switches here, one for either Windows or Mac. So depending on what you're going to be running this on. And then you have another switch above that, which is your 2.4 gigahertz to the left, off or USB in the middle, and Bluetooth to the right. You also have that charge / USB port there as well. On the back, nice and clean. On the other side, we do have a nice little spot where you can store your 2.4 gigahertz dongle when it's not in use. On the bottom of the keyboard, we do have a few things that I do want to mention as well, such as dual levelers here, or dual size levelers, to give you 2 different angles here, 3 if you count totally flat, so it can be more comfortable for you. You also have nice feet to help keep this in place on your desk. As far as design goes, it doesn't really have that much flex to it at all, and overall, they did a good job on design. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the south-facing RGB and the Leopard L linear switches. These are the ones that come stock with the keyboard itself. Of course, you can replace these with any 3 or 5 pin switches that you would like. So if you would like to switch them out with something else, you can. I quite like the out-of-the-box typing experience with these. So I will be doing a sound test here after this. But again, we've got pre-lubed switches and stabilizers, south-facing RGB, and a PBT, a double-shot keycaps here with the side printing on them, shine through for the RGB, and it does a pretty good job with that as well. So overall, those are the overview of the keys, the switches, and of course the RGB. You also have in the upper right hand corner a metal knob, and this is not made out of plastic, that will allow you to control your volume up or down. And if you push it in and hold it in for 3 seconds, it'll change over to RGB brightness mode, which will allow you to lower and raise your brightness on your RGB just from the knob, and then you can switch back by holding it in for 3 seconds. So nice metal multifunctional knob on the upper right hand side of the keyboard. Now you can cycle through the RGB directly from the keyboard. You don't need anything such as software to do that. Using the function and insert key will change your modes. There are 16 different modes here, and I'm just going to cycle through a few of them to give you an idea, but you do get 16 different modes here, controllable directly from the keyboard or for the software in Windows, which we'll take a look at next. You can also adjust the brightness up and down with the function up and down arrow keys. You'll notice that it'll blink 3 times when it gets to the lowest or highest setting. And then with animations, you can either speed them up with the function right arrow or slow them down with the function left arrow. So you do have some control here directly from the keyboard to allow you to select your RGB, the color, the speed, and animation. Now, if you do want to run this on Windows, this will be the default software for you for the K686 PRO. You can see that we've got a couple tabs here: default, function 1, function 2, and tap layers, and you can select and customize each one of those. You can also go per key here, and you can select a key, and then you can apply any of the things that you want at the bottom, such as advanced settings, F1, page down, page up, mouse settings, left, right, middle mouse, forward or backwards, multimedia settings like play, pause, mute, volume up, volume down, favorites, my computer, homepage, of course macros, commands like closing windows, zooming in, zooming out, and several others. And we have a ton of different things that we can bind to each key to really make this your own. You can also do a key combination with Control, Win, Alt, or Shift, and then you can save it, or you can reset the layer there. Now, we also, on the left-hand side, can make different profiles as well and switch back and forth from them. We can import, export, or delete our profiles right here on the left-hand side. And if we keep going down, we've got a few other pages here as well, such as your LEDs. Now, this has 16 different LED or RGB modes. It'll show you on the screen which one is picked. You can change the brightness, the speed. If you uncheck colorful, which is RGB, you can use the color pick wheel to pick your color that you would like, or some predefined palettes at the bottom. And you can add custom colors to the right as well. And then once you hit save in the bottom right hand corner, it will upload it to your keyboard. So you have a lot of different functionality here with the software that really will let you make this your own, or what you would like to have as far as ambiance goes. Now, we do have a music mode here, and there are several different effects for music mode, and you do have a gain factor that you can set from right to left, and smoothness as well. Again, color and RGB are located on the lower left, and you can also pick some predefined palettes, and of course some of these effects as well for your music mode. So you do have music mode built in. If you like to use that, you certainly can. At the bottom, we've got a macro suite here where we can import, export, edit, delete our macros. So we can make them up here, recording them, and then adding them to our buttons, so we can pretty much make whatever we would like. All the way at the top, we do have our settings button, and we want to take a look at that as well. And this is more for the program here. You can see that we are looking at our device model, firmware, our startup, whether we want it to auto run, whether you want it to exit or go to the system tray, our language here, our other things such as tap on or off, and we can change that sensitivity depending on whether you want that. Sleep on or off if you're using this in Bluetooth, or you're you're using it in 2.4 gigahertz wireless, you may want to do this. You can set it anywhere from 30 seconds all the way up to 20 minutes to help you save battery life. You can set your debounce from 1 step to 5 steps, depending on whether you're doing, more office type work or gaming, and you can reset the entire keyboard back to factory. So that's the software for the K686 Pro from Redragon. It's really nice, has a lot of features that you can add to your keyboard. So there you go, that's my review of the Redragon EISA K686 Pro tri-mode mechanical gaming keyboard. This really has a lot going for it, having a full keyboard at a smaller size, 98 keys, overall just really nice RGB lighting if you want it. Of course you can turn that off if you don't. The Leopard L switches are very comfortable to type on right out of the box, and they did really well with their dampening layers to make this an enjoyable typing experience right out of the box. Overall, I had a fun time reviewing this, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.